I'm really good at what I do. It shouldn't be about what I'm wearing. How are you? I'm here for the job as a plumber.
Don't ever say, these are my interview clothes. Because it's very important that whatever company or business or organisation you go into, that you look like you fit in. So see if you can do a little bit of research in advance. Maybe it's industry related or maybe it's a specific type of business, but just see what other people are wearing, and that's the kind of thing to wear. So you get to be an actor in that situation, okay? Don't wear clothes that are too tight. Don't wear clothes that travel up and down. Don't wear clothes that are revealing, and don't wear shoes that are uncomfortable. And the reason for that is you will feel uncomfortable. And the minute you feel uncomfortable, an interviewer will see that in a heartbeat. They may not know it's your shoes hurting. They may not know it's your dress is too tight. They may not know whatever it is. All they'll know is that you don't look right. You look uncomfortable. And they may actually think that there's a much bigger reason for that. So now we're going to look at how you motivate yourself while you're waiting to get that job. Creating a job application pipeline. Salespeople have a sales pipeline, and what you are salespeople. And what's your product? You. So if you remember that actually you're not out of work at the moment, you are actively in sales and you're self-employed. You're working for yourself. You just don't have a customer yet. That's the reality. So if somebody says to you, you know, what do? You don't say, well, actually I'm unemployed. You say, actually, I'm self-employed at the moment. I'm self-employed by actively going out there and looking for a great job. You know, would you happen to know anybody who's looking for a person with my skill set? The minute you put yourself into the frame of mind of being a salesperson, you don't mind asking somebody, do they know of work that's available? If you've ever been involved in sales, you'll know these three important facts. Number one, sales is a numbers game. The more people you contact, the more opportunities you create. Number two, people buy from people they like. And number three, in sales, it's never about what you want to sell, but it's always about what somebody else either wants or needs to buy. And if you apply exactly the same rules to your job application pipeline, then you have a much better chance of actually getting an interview. So what's the first thing a good salesperson would do? They would create advertising material. Well, your advertising material is your CV and your cover letter. And we've already told you how to create that in a way that really targets your market. Okay, the things I need to remember are create my advertising material and, oh yeah, I need a spokesperson. And that's you. So now you work for yourself, you have a spokesperson, and you're in sales. Okay, now you're immediately going to feel better about yourself because you know that you can actually do something. Okay, so when you're lying in bed at, you know, sort of 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever time it is, just say, oh my God, my boss is going to be furious that I'm lying here in bed. I need to get up and make some sales. The longer you're out of work, the more isolated you can become. And remember that isolation is your enemy. So while you're waiting to get that job, remember, every morning, get up, get out. In the current market, you need to decide what type of work you would be willing to do. So you need to make one list, and that list is, this is the job that I would ideally prefer. Then you need to make another list, and that list is, here are the jobs that I'm willing to do. And then you've got a third list, and that is, what type of work would I actually be good at? And the last list you're going to make, and this is the great one, what is it that I've always wanted to do that I've never tried? Now you're saying, wow, I have a huge amount of opportunities that I had never looked at before. So remember, now that you are in sales, you need to actually employ one of the biggest tools that salespeople use, and that is networking. Now, you may say, well, I don't have a network because I used to have maybe when I was at work, Think about the number of people you know, your friends, your family, your acquaintances, even new people that you just meet on the day. And then say, well, actually, they're all potential sources of opportunity for me. So choose one product, whatever that product is, that's the only product you're selling today. And then when you're chatting to people, say, oh, by the way, just to let you know, I'm actually looking for a job in X at the moment. If you happen to know of anybody, I really would be delighted to talk to them. All you need is one, but I guarantee that you'll hear more than one. And the great thing about that is that you're constantly reminding yourself that you're actively out there working. And remember that you're in sales. And who is your product? You. Thank you for joining us on Get That Job. We hope you've gained a new insight into how to prepare for interview in order to maximise every opportunity. The focus of all 3 programs has been to be specific. If you can identify exactly what a potential employer is looking for, then you have a much better chance of being successful. So, if you've watched all 3 programs, you'll now be able to identify your skill set, write a great CV and cover letter that shows a potential employer that you could be the perfect fit for that job. And you'll be able to answer the most difficult questions at interview with comfort and ease, whilst you tell the interviewer about all of the additional skills that make you a perfect fit for them. And in the interim, you'll be able to keep yourself motivated by using your job application pipeline, which will help you on your way to get that job.